Right everyone, and welcome back to another video of the F1 Manager 24 Career Mode with Williams. This is part number 8 today, for the United States Grand Prix. If you missed the previous episode at Monza, then I recommend you go and check one out before seeing this one, because spoiler alert, you may have noticed that we now have Franco Colapinto in place of Logan Sargent. Only 69 rated. I mean, Sargent was overrated in this game. You know, the fact he's only 5 behind Albon is really unrealistic. But anyway, it's time to talk about pit stops. Now, yeah, I've had a few issues with pit stops, not going to lie. We try to make things quicker and it's gone worse. We try to be more close down the errors and things have got slower. Overall, obviously, I'm hoping that things will improve once Sven finally defects to Aston Martin as well. But yeah, just having a look and seeing, we're not the only ones that are having errors. McLaren seem to be the best at pit stops. Mercedes a few there, Alpine all over the place. Haas, bad start, recovering. Sauber as well, and then Aston Martin actually seem to be the best of all, as I've lost Luke Browning to Mercedes. His contract was up anyway. He's not really doing anything in F3. I mean, I did actually offer him a contract, but yeah, Sven, as we already knew from the previous episode, is defecting to Aston Martin, and as far as I'm concerned, they're welcome to him as well. I've already got replacements. Now, I tried to sign Zach O'Sullivan. I know I said in the previous episode I'd lost my patience with him trying to offer money, but there's not really other alternatives. I wanted a 70-ish rated driver for F that's going to be definitely be in F2. I know we've got Fornaroli coming in, but he's only 67, I want to say 68, so late 60s. Yeah, we're going to lower the signing bonus here as well. 3 seasons. Yeah, just trying to think about trying to get him. But of course, O'Sullivan's not going to be the only person I'm going to be thinking about. Yes, he'll be the prime person, but we're also going to have a look at Mick Schumacher as well. I know he can't race in F2, but I mean, he fits the ball as that sort of reserve driver that I want. Christian Mansell, who I scouted in the previous episode, we're not going to be signing him because it's going to cost a lot of money, to $3 million just to there. Unfortunately, O'Sullivan has decided to defect to Aston Martin as well, so it's not been a great start to the video really as well. Sashi though, and we're going to, excuse me, that was actually the rear wing that was being designed. The Sashi design user design as well, but we are going to devote a lot of research and stuff to research, because next season I think could be where could be possible, a big thing as well. I'm hoping that this is going to help in terms of performance for next season by doing all these research projects. Going to research the underfloor as well. Now I'm going to propose a contract to Schumacher and see what he comes with. I know he said in real life that he's looking for a position, and he's going to be more expensive than O'Sullivan. He's obviously high rated and has raced in F1, so he would be somebody good to have as well. Obviously, we still got Colapinto, but his contract expired, and there was something about him doing that. Also looking at Frederick Vesti as well. Now we've got a regulation change about reducing the cost cap, and realistically, I don't want the cost cap to reduce. There is a reason for this. If I go to the facilities, we've got CFD simulator, the suspension simulator, and also the car parts test simulator, all on level 1. I'm looking at upgrading them to level 2. In actual fact, while I'm here, the boardroom needs a refurbish, so that's going to cost money. as well. Memorabilia, all of these actually, half of these need, I don't know how the helipad needs a refurbish. We only built that earlier in the season, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you know, the weather centre, hospitality centre, all of these things need upgrading as well. Yes, we got a bit of money. We've got $18 million in the bank, so I think, you know, let's have a $10 million upgrade on the CFD simulator. That might help us with developing for next season as well. Especially, of course, we're going into 2026. So yeah, I'm going to vote against the regulation change as well. We'll see what comes of that. Now, Baku, I mean, the McLaren won, but it was actually Lando Norris in the career mode. Oscar Piastri slipping to P8. Hulkenberg finished 11th, Albon and a Haas sandwich, and there was both Alpines retired. Sonoda out again as well. Yes, in actual fact, all 10 teams voted against decreasing the cost cap. That is very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that either in Motorsport Manager or in F1 Manager career mode. But let me know if you have. Simple contract for Vesti there to send him. Also looking at Pepe Martin. He had a good start in F2 in real life, but then just fell away. Has fallen away from the top. But he is out of contract, and Red Bull have not renewed it. So, you know, he's probably going to be in F2. Probably be happy with that. 73 rated, so he's a driver that's got potential. Yeah, Tana put some rear wings. Does it manufacture some rear wings? Oh, for goodness sake. We got a pause on the design of our new Sashi, which is pretty much the final upgrade that's coming as well, because I need to look at, you know, some more research. Everything's going to be going into research, I think. I know what I said about that, you know, at the previous episode, that I was a bit annoyed, but now we're at the US Grand Prix as well. Alex Albon is actually going to score a point, ladies and gentlemen. It's happened again. I mean, yeah, he finished P10, 2 laps down from Verstappen. I mean, Verstappen won by a minute, so, I mean, this is 2023 version of career mode is going on here with the margin and the amount of victories that Verstappen is getting. But, yes, good job there by Albon. Ricardo actually fell behind. Carlo Pinto finished 12th, so his best result for season 2 as well. Bad news for us, though. Frederick Vesti has been offered a right to drive for McLaren, and that's a drive, not an affiliation, because he's got race targets as well. That is very interesting, because that means they're breaking up the Oscar Piastri Lando Norris partnership as well. And offered Mick Schumacher a contract because he rejected the first one. Also, came back was Pepe Marti as well. Yeah. Again, just see what this is. I'll see if we can put this up. 1.5 million. Hopefully we can get this move sealed as well. I don't like having, I know the drivers don't want breakout multiplier, they don't seem to like it, but that's what I'm going to do. More front wing research going in, including optimized aerodynamics is the preset. Yeah, it's going to help with cornering as well, you know. There we go. It's going to cost 1.8 million, so we're going to do the same with the rear wing as well. So a load of projects going on here, and hopefully I'm going to have a forecast and more research on the suspension side for race performance as well. Hopefully this means that in the races are very good. And Schumacher, Slough will want to sign him as well. So yeah, you know, I mean, good luck to him.
Let's hope the teams took full advantage of practice. It's time for qualifying.
So the sprint didn't go well. Albon finished 15th, Carlo Pinto finished last, so yes. But it's a rain-affected US Grand Prix. as we move into quali 1 as well. I was the only team to send drivers out there early, as Bottas has gone very wide there, as well as Ocon cuts the corner as well. So yes, but yeah, not everyone went out there at the end as well. So Gasly and Bottas, Bottas has set a time that's 14 seconds behind. Ocon is through, Albon 7th, Colapinto 9th. George Russell is a shock upset there for Russell. He is 17th for the Grand Prix as well. So watching Daniel Ricciardo, he has a Spinala as well. Now, this is a gamble, and I shouldn't have looked at the amount of precipitated water. I can't say the word. Apologies. Amount of water on the track, and there was too much for the soft tyres. Yeah, that I thought it was dry enough for soft tyres. The fact the sun had been out for about 5 minutes, but no, it wasn't dry enough. So yeah, people are setting times on inters, and if I'd actually gone out on inters, then we'd have made it both cars through into Q3, which should have been a fantastic result. But Albon does improve, but only to 8th, and this has got me worried about Colapinto. He's not improved the middle sector. Colapinto made a mistake on his first lap as well, and he only qualifies P14. So yeah, Daniel Ricciardo finishes fastest of all in Q2. Colapinto, yeah, that's a bit of my mistake. Hamilton and Sainz, the big names to fall in Q2 as well, so they are both out. And Q3, well, I didn't get time to do a fast lap with Ricciardo. Not that I think we would have been able to manage to be close. Like our fastest lap was 41.2.
It's the United States Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
So yes, 10th for Albon, Colapinto to 13th because Ocon had a penalty. So yes, if we could actually get points, I'd be very happy with that. But Sainz and Hamilton behind, it's not going to happen. This is the problem. Just look out at the closing speed. This car is so much slower. Like the top 6 teams are way faster as well. Albon's doing his best to get past and defend against his future teammate Carlos Sainz, but Sainz has just got the inside line there as well, and Hamilton is now just going to send it on the final corner up the inside, and there's just nothing to do in there as well. Albon offering no defence there. Colapinto staying behind in P13, but not for long. Magnussen has been a pain throughout this season, and he's going to carry on being a pain. He's sent it down the inside of Colapinto as well and he's going to then go past Alex Albon. He's on the soft tyres, and there's quite a few people on the soft tyres, which is interesting because our default strategy was just medium, hard, soft, as Leclerc takes the lead from Perez, but they're both swapping left, right, and centre as well between those three at the moment. This is moment in time as well, and that is Ocon. He's on the hard tyres, so we've got variance in strategies here. Ocon trying to go past Albon. Is he going to get past Albon? Is he going to send it down the inside there? He is going to send it down the inside there, and Ocon is past Albon, and that's annoying because now when I'm trying to get Albon past both of these two, which I think if he had a little bit more pace, I think he could, he's just getting stuck behind Ocon. This is why, this is just highlighting, where the car's at, as Russell's got past Colapinto as well. This is the thing where the car is really at, and Bottas is going to get past Colapinto here with a dive at turn 1. And the AI like to force people out here at turn 1 as well, so yes, I can't do anything there. But yeah, Magnussen's tyres have died finally on lap 8, so showing that the soft tyres, although Russell's soft tyres are going well, Magnussen's are not. So he finally dropped off of Ocon, and Albon's finally get to pass on lap 8, and I think Russell's already having a look as well. So yes, and a few laps later, even Colapinto's going to go past Magnussen. So Magnussen really starting to struggle, and that's fact the next lap. You know, he's lost so many positions that his tyres have gone. As Zhou Guan Yu, he's hanging around at the back, and he's having a miserable race. As well as interesting lap 11, Alonso comes into the pits, the first person to do so, onto another set of soft tyres. So yes, that overtakes a 9. That's Hulkenberg going past Colapinto. Yeah, I mean, this is just about gaining him experience, and I mean, Russell pitted and then immediately decided to go and overtake first Colapinto, and then he's going to go and easily make easy work of Albon. And I'm starting to think, why didn't we think about this strategy? The 3-stop, surely it's a 3-stop as well compared to the 2-stop as well. And even Gasly's going to get past as well. Yes, so things not looking good, but fortunately, well, there's been a virtual safety car, so yeah, Colapinto was coming in anyway, but yes, as well. Here's what happened to Sonoda, him crashing, and that's some community service for Yuki there. As Albon's coming in, now I made a mistake with Colapinto. I had him pit in the next lap, so he's actually going to do another lap. Of course we've had a pit stop issue. I'll leave it unbalanced, and he just had an issue, and Colapinto, he's fine. Yeah, the following lap, but the virtual safety car's ended, so that is not good. Yeah, and he's going to come out behind Zhou even after Zhou went wide. So it's a little bit frustrating where we are 17th and 19th after the first round of pit stops, but of course there is a bit of an offset on tyres. All 3 compounds are in play currently, so this is definitely a strategist race as well. You know, and the top 2 Red Bulls are winning out there. Albon, he is going to get past Magnussen as well, who did pit before with the VSC onto a set of onto a set of hard tyres. Now, pitting under the virtual safety car has got us in front of Esteban Ocon, but it's not going to last. The Alpine really seems to improve their race pace. Their quali pace seems to be bad, but their race pace seems to be pretty good. You know, maybe we need to follow. You know, that's one thing in the research is having following in their footsteps. But yeah, Hulkenberg. Yeah, they have an issue, and he's been held on into the pits as well. As Gasly's now going to go past Albon as well. So yes, this is not a good day for Williams here in Texas. So as well, and even Bottas is going to go past Albon as well. So things are going bad. Like the car's just not performing, and I actually forgot to mention that's even with the new sachet as well. Like there was one upgraded sachet available, so I did that. So I put it on Albon's car. It's not really working, the upgrades. I think, you know, just need to get as many research projects as done for next season. As I said, now that's where the money needs to be spent. So Albon's going to come in, then Colapinto is starting to struggle a bit too, but I'm kind of keen to leave him out there because he's got worse tyre wear than Albon. This is a bit of a risk, and it's another gamble on a set of tyres. Oh, for goodness sake.
Cannot be serious!
Yet another slow pit stop for Alex Albon. Like, you know, we needed a quick pit stop here to get a good position, and and he's going to come out behind Norris, and then decide to do supersonic speed through that corner. Nothing to see there. Joe has had a Spinala as well. That's not good for him. As well as Colapinto comes in as planned for his final pit stop. 2.5 seconds. That's more like it. You know. Yeah. As Joe comes in as well. So yes. Now things were going well until about 10 laps to go, when Ocon, you know, he's done all 3 compounds, went past, as that's Valtteri Bottas having a go at Lance Stroll, but Bottas overcooks it and gets past, as Hulkenberg is now racing Albon into the corner. Yeah, not great there. As well, I actually decided to pick Colapinto on the penultimate, with 3 laps to go, purely for fastest lap. I know he's going to finish behind Joe as well, but purely to see what he can do with fastest lap points. I mean, I know I'm not going to point for fastest lap, but there we go, as Gasly just overtakes Albon to sum up a miserable day for Williams. So to be fair to Colapinto, he took 20, he was like 15-16 seconds behind Joe when he made his pit stop. He collected 2.8 behind, which I don't think is a very bad job. Albon seems to be sparking away. His tyres really were at the end there, and I don't know if he's got a puncture at the end. But yeah, I mean, it's been a disappointing episode. You know, the only delight has been Albon getting a point at Baku. That is the only solace. At least, you know, Alpine didn't get that. But yes, obviously for us, you know, things need to be better. You know, as well, Verstappen's pretty much won the championship. In terms of the constructors, we're still 7th, so it's not the end of the world. But this has been a pretty bad episode. The next episode will have some more of those Sashis, so hopefully we can understand them. And then really, you know, we've only got a few rounds left to go, so it's about, you know, doing as much research projects as possible, heading into season 2 as well, which I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to have Albon versus Sainz, so it's definitely going to be different. You know, I'm going to have to prioritise whoever's highest up the grid, as opposed to prioritising Albon, so Albon might not like it. But yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it to though for today's video. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe channel, and you see plenty more F1 Manager 24 and other F1 gameplay videos as when they come out. The next episode will be at Las Vegas, which should be out next week. So until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, enjoy your day, and goodbye.